Hello friends, welcome to day 2 of our 8 days of Halloween series. In this video, we're going to make a super cute little coffee tumbler, and I'm going to start out by doing the quick glitter method on my cup. This is a true 22 tumbler from the Tipsy Magnolia, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of Boo glitter. This is from Peachy Olive Glitters, and the epoxy I'm using is from Flynn Sisters Supply Shop, and it's the Artist Cure epoxy. So I'm going to put a little bit of glitter into my cup, add a little bit of epoxy to my cup as well. This is probably like 25, maybe 30 milliliters of epoxy, and I've got a pretty heavy concentration of glitter in there, as you can see, and I'm just going to apply this right onto my tumbler in a nice smooth even coat. This is my favorite way to glitter a tumbler fast, especially white cups. I feel like this is so easy and quick. It eliminates so many steps. You don't have to apply your glitter, wait for it to dry, and then seal it, and then do your 2 coats of epoxy over it. You can literally just paint your cup white, add glitter to your epoxy, and go right in. And then after that first coat is cured, most of the time you can just go right into your design work. Sometimes you have to do another coat of epoxy over it to smooth everything out, but it's so much less work than having to do all of those other steps. You can just combine them all into one, and then you've got a really nice, easily glittered tumbler. So while our tumbler is curing, I'm going to get our handle ready. Onto this cup, I'm going to put this super cute Coffin handle. This is from Dimensional Drinks, and I've got it taped onto a paint stirring stick from Lowe's to kind of like effectively make it a tumbler handle, just so I can handle it easily. Handle our handle easily with my made handle. So I'm starting out by painting this black, and I've got a little bit of Mod Podge mixed in to my black paint so that we can, of course, glitter our handle as well as our cup. The glitter I'm going to use on my handle is Prestige from Peachy Olive Glitters. I don't know if this glitter is still available, but essentially this is just an ultrafine black and an ultrafine like silver or gold mixed together. And I would recommend using an ultrafine glitter on your handle, especially if you're using one like this. This has some sharp edges, like sharp corners. It's not a rounded handle. So if you try to use anything chunkier or anything too big, you're going to have a really hard time trying to get it smooth. You'll have to do a lot of sanding, which I am not a huge fan of doing. So I would just avoid all of that and pick an ultrafine glitter, or you can just not glitter your handle at all. You can just paint it and leave it a solid painted color. Totally up to you. I let that Mod Podge dry for about 30 minutes, and then I went in and sealed my glitter with my Crystalac glitter glue. This is not the Crystalac glitter glue mixed with water that I typically use. This is just the straight glue. I felt like with the handle and the way that it like curves, I didn't want any drippage happening, so I went with just the thicker glue to seal this, but it doesn't matter. You could probably use both. That's totally fine. And I would not skip this step because you don't want any of this ultrafine black glitter to move anywhere where it's not supposed to be. You don't want tiny little black pepper flakes all over your beautiful white tumbler. So you can either use this, you can use clear spray, whatever sealer you like the best is totally fine, but I would not skip sealing your glitter on your handle. So once that's done, I'm going to let that sit and dry for at least 2 hours. And while it's drying, I'm going to move back onto my tumbler and work on all the fun little elements that we're going to add on here. One thing I do want to add is that while I was epoxying this cup, I was doing another cup, and I had mixed in a little bit of After Party from Chase Ray Creations into my epoxy for that cup. And then I had a little bit left over, so I decided that I was just going to quickly, like, impulsively put it on this tumbler. So when you look at this cup, you'll see like tiny little chunky flecks on it, and that's where that came from. So if you want to, you can absolutely add a little bit of chunky glitter over your fine cut glitter if you want that little bit of dimension, or you can just go straight with the fine cut glitter. Doesn't matter, totally up to you, but I don't like to waste anything, so I just threw it on there real quick. Anyway, now it's time to put the decals on our cup. We're going to keep things really simple here. We're going to use this super cute image that I found on Creative Fabrica. It's a little haunted bookstore with a bunch of cute little ghosts and some bats and some cats, and it's just this like mystical, really cute image, and I fell in love with it when I saw it. So that's what we're going to use. I'm also going to put my little hand lettered logo down at the bottom of the tumbler. This is totally optional. If you like to brand your cups, you can. If you don't, then you don't have to. It's totally personal preference. I like to effectively sign my artwork every time I make something because that's what this is. It's art. I don't know. Totally up to you though. All of my decals that I've printed here are printed on clear sticker paper. I use the Avery brand clear sticker paper. I will have a link for it down below in the description box. And if you watch my channel, you know that I freaking love this stuff. It's so easy to work with. And as you can see, it's really vibrant on your tumblers. I definitely wouldn't recommend putting this on anything super dark because it's not like white ink or UV printed or anything like that. This is just printed with my regular old inkjet printer. But on white glitter, the images show up really, really well, and you can do some really cool stuff with this stuff. I really like it, so I'll link that down below for you. And what I did is I took the main image and printed that basically to be the same height as my tumbler to fill up a huge amount of space on the cup. And then I took that same image and I just cropped out and copied or duplicated the little ghosts and books and bats from the outsides of the image. And I'm going to cut those out by hand and place them all the way around the cup so that this is kind of like a seamless image going the full width around the tumbler. If you want to, you can just put this one image down and your handle and be done, but I wanted to fill in all of that extra space, and rather than putting like a quote or some other sort of decal on here, I wanted to just continue that image all the way around. After attaching all of my decals, I was ready to attach my handle. Now to attach the handle, I'm just going to use some super glue, and I have not epoxied the handle or anything yet. You can see it's still that raw glitter that's been sealed. So what I'm going to do is sand down the edges of the handle where it's going to meet the tumbler, just to make sure we don't have any paint or anything like hanging out that's going to make it not a flush seam when we go to attach it to the tumbler. And to attach the handle to the cup, I'm just going to use super glue. If you want to, you can use like UV resin, but super glue is a really quick and easy way to attach things. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on either end of the handle and then make sure that I place it down exactly where I want it, because I'm not going to readjust it once it's on there. After that super glue dried, I added a coat of epoxy to the entire tumbler, including the handle, and now I'm about ready to apply my final coat, but before I do, I need to sand down the top rim of the cup because I need to expose that thin line of stainless steel so that our epoxy can form its final seal. I dare you to try and say that 5 times fast. I bet you can't. So once the top rim of our cup has been sanded down, we can clean it up. I just wipe mine down with rubbing alcohol, and then we can add our final coat of epoxy. For my final coat, I'm using the Flynn Sisters Supply Shop Artist Cure Epoxy, and this coat is about 25 milliliters. So once that is all cured, we are all done. And that's it for this design. This is a super simple one. You could probably get this done in a day if you used fast setting epoxy, but Even though it's so simple, I think it really packs a big punch. It's super festive for Halloween, and if you like to read like me, this is the perfect little spooky tumbler to fill with coffee and sit in your chair with a good mystery book. I love a cozy mystery novel. I don't know if you guys knew that about me, but I love a cozy mystery. So yeah, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know the drill. Please hit the thumbs up button down below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel if you are not already, and I'll see you tomorrow for Halloween series day 3. Okay, love you. Bye. Hello friends, thanks so much for watching this video. I want to say a huge special thank you to my elite fam, my channel members, and my subscribers. You all make this channel possible, so thank you so much for being part of the fam. If you want more exclusive content from me, you can join my elite fam at patreon.com/elitefam. You can find my tumblers and digital files on my website madebymalstudio.com. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram at madebymal_studio. Here's another video for you to check out, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for watching. Love you. Bye.